Okay, hey you guys, it's your girl T, also known as Big Beautiful Loving It on YouTube. And how are you guys doing? Hope you guys are all good and great and lovely. I'm actually here today because I got tagged for 18 questions thingy mabobber, and I'm super excited about it because I never get tagged for anything. Like, I'm like that fat kid in gym class that gets picked last for everything. So I'm all excited. Someone tagged me. Hey, Jocelyn Boo. So anyway, yeah, I didn't write down the questions because I don't know how to do that. They're just on her video, so I'm gonna try to watch her video kind of to see where she posted the questions, and then I will answer them because that's how I roll. Okay, so the first question on the tag was, "Are you named after anyone?" And yes, I am actually. I am named after my aunt. So her name's Tracy. My name's Tracy. I actually have two aunts named Tracy. It's very confusing when we're in the same room. Yeah. And I used to hate that mess. Like, they'd be like, Tracy. And then I look and they're like, not you. And I'm like, well, what did you expect me to think? I mean, you said my name. It's other people's names too, but it's just wrong. We need some definitions. I used to be little Tracy. Now I'm like, bigger than my auntie. So, so now it's just all confusing. But anyway, yes, I am named after someone. The last time I cried, oh, okay. It was like last Friday. It was a hard day. I work at a daycare, my mom's daycare. We help her run it, and one of the kids that I've gotten very, very attached to. It was his last day. Just tugged on my heartstrings a little bit, and yeah, I boo-hooed. I cried very, very hard. I was surprised by it. It was the first time I've ever cried over a kid in daycare, and I've been, helping her with it for years and years and years. So it shocked me kind of that I was so emotional, but I was very attached to him. So that's the last time I cried. Do I have any kids? No. And I think the reason I don't have any kids is because I work at this daycare. They're enough. They get picked up, and that works for me. That's cool. Um, would I be my own best friend? I think that's what the question was. Yeah, I think I'm cool. I think I would get my own sense of humor, so then I would entertain myself. And I laugh at my own jokes anyway, so, you know. So, yeah, I would. Do I use sarcasm? Do I? Yes, it gets me in trouble a lot, actually. I try not to use it as much as I used to because it can come off a little asshole-ish from time to time. I was called an asshole, actually, for using sarcasm. But that was a confusing situation because I really wasn't being an asshole, and this person took it out of context, so... Anyway, I'm trying to be more careful with it because it gets you in trouble. Go bungee jumping? Hell no. I'm not the one. I don't jump off of things, out of things. It's just not my cup of tea. And plus, I'm a big girl. I don't trust no bungee rope is gonna hold me because when it snaps, everybody be like, no, she know her big ass didn't need to be up there. I'm just saying. So no to bungee jumping. My favorite cereal. It's bad, and I haven't had it in a while because of the Weight Watchers. Even though I probably could get away with it. My favorite cereal is Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Love it. Love it. The sugary, cinnamony goodness of it. It's actually kind of a tie between that and Life cereal. I know, it's a weird thing. Like, you go from the sugary stuff to, like, barely any sugar. But I like Life. I don't know why. I've always kind of liked it. So, but I actually think the Cinnamon Toast Crunch is beating it. So, one of those two. The first thing you notice about someone. I don't really, ever look at one detail. I do kind of do a once over, and if anything pops out at me, then my mind goes into it. I have a very bad habit that I'm working on of talking about people. And it's not like I think that I'm just up here and I'm better than everybody. My mind just it clicks into, now no you didn't come in here with that. But I'll say it to myself too. Like, when I see myself looking a fool, I also will talk about me. But I do have a tendency to talk about people when I'm first seeing them and such. And then I tend to get to know people, and then I feel bad because my initial reaction was, now girl, about things. So I don't know. It's something I have to work on, but it is I kind of spot the mistakes first, and that's sad. That's really bad. I gotta work on that. Anywho, yeah. My eye color, dark brown. Normal. I don't need to lean in. Y'all believe me. I'm sure you can kind of see it through the glasses. Do I like happy endings or scary movies? Happy endings, because scary movies are traumatic for my soul, and I can't sleep at night when they are on. So I'd have to say a happy ending. Plus, I'm a sucker for that. I like the little, oh, that was so cute. That makes me happy. So yeah. My favorite smell. I love apple scented things. Kind of freshed up. I like sugary type scents, like Jessica Simpson's Fancy. I love that. I don't know why. It smells kind of like vanilla and caramel, and yeah, it's lovely. So I think those are my favorite scents. And then the other one is not really a fragrance that anyone would know, but like the way my mom smells and the way my grandma used to smell, like I remember those smells very distinctly, and I love them. They mean, like, they're like home, like that touches me. So it's like, oh, okay, let's move forward. Where are the next few questions? We're already in 11. I haven't been counting them down. Sorry. I'm just trying to get through. Come on, Jocelyn. Okay, here's the last questions. Okay, computer versus TV. I'd have to say computer, just because I generally do everything on the computer. I watch TV on the computer, so it's taken over everything else. TV's kind of making a comeback just since I got my Wii, and I like to watch Netflix in my room as opposed to sitting here looking at it. But yeah, computer all day. I'm a computer nerd. That's what I do. So yeah. How far have you been? Not very far. I have done a lot of traveling around the U.S., but as far as internationally, I've been to Canada, in Vancouver, which is about 3 hours away from Seattle, and I was like a little girl when I went there. And then I've been to Mexico. I've been to Baja, Mexico, or Baja, California. It's like the part of Mexico that's right at the bottom of California. And then I've been to like Cozumel, which is kind of an island part of Mexico, really strange, off of Florida. I went on a cruise and we went there. So yeah, I want to go further. I'd love to go to Europe and maybe Africa and South America. I want to go different places one day. That's on my list of things to do. I need to get international. I need to get a passport. But one step at a time. Can I get out of the North American continent? I can't even talk right now. Continent? Really? The North American continent first. We'll see. Special talents. I'm kind of artsy-fartsy. I do graphic design and web design and painting and drawing and singing and songwriting and all of it. My problem is I'm very shy. I like to hide my talents deep inside, a lot of them, because I'm afraid of being judged. And I know that's stupid, right? Like, and I put myself out here on YouTube to be judged all the time. But it's different. It's like when I am putting my all into something, for someone to say, oh, I don't like it, kind of, hurts your feelings a little bit, or mine at least. So I got to get over that. Something else I'm working on. But yeah, that's my talents are in artistic things. I tend to be very good at those. So yeah. Where were you born? I was born in Temple, Texas, but I only stayed there for 5 months. So I don't know if it really counts. I was like 5 months old, and my mom said, forget Texas, and we moved to Seattle. So yeah. Hobbies. All the artistic stuff I told you guys about, the drawing and painting and such. I'm getting into a new hobby. Ooh, I get to introduce you guys to my new friend. Come on now, boo. I got me a new camera. Isn't she cute, kind of? You like her? You like her? I am just learning about photography, so it's something I'm just getting into and just trying to understand all of the things about it. But I love pictures. I love taking pictures. I love pretending like I'm a model and taking pictures of myself. Yes, I said it. There's millions of pictures of me on my computer. The lucky thing for you guys is I don't like to just share them with the world. But I don't know. Sometimes when you're bored, just take pictures. Shoot. Anyway, yeah, I just kind of, on this whole thing kick I'm on with capturing the things that happen in life, I would like photography to be something that helps me with that. So that's my new hobby. Any siblings? Yes, I have 3 brothers. Yeah. I love my brothers. I love them to death. They just, yeah, the nerves sometimes. Being the only girl, it's like, and I wasn't like the tomboy girl who, you know, you grow up around the guys, so now you're like the guys. No, I was very girly, and I don't know that well, kind of still am. I don't know. I'm just normal, I guess. I don't even know what that means, but I'm just between. I'm not too girly, not too boyish. I'm just in between somewhere now. But when I was a kid, I was very, very girly, and they harassed me. So, yeah, I've held on to it, and one day I will get them back. Charge to the game. Anyway, what do you want to be when you grow up? I love that question because I don't feel like I'm a grown up yet, even though I'm 25. So I really should start considering myself to be one. But I would like to do something involving arts. I love songwriting. I'd love to be able to do that as a profession, but there's so many people, like everything is so oversaturated that it's like, okay, you can love this thing, you can be great at it. It does not mean you're going to be successful with it. And so it's hard, but I would like to be able to do something with my creativity. I do web design freelance. I'd like to at some point have my own just web design company and just like have other designers under me that I help get jobs, and we're just, you know, our own little design media group. That'd be the greatest. So we'll see what happens with all of that. I don't know. I'm still trying to decide. I'm 25 and I really, really don't know. And that's kind of scary, but it also is like, I still feel like I'm pretty young. I still have time. So, yeah. Is there anything else that I need to say? That was all the 18 questions that I answered. So hopefully I didn't bore you guys all to sleep. Thank you again, Jocelyn, for tagging me, boo. And yeah, that's it. I'll talk to you guys later. Deuces. I can stop the video.